Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, honorable judges, respected teachers, and my beloved friends. Let me introduce myself. My name is Azka Maulana Alfas. I am from State Vocational School of Salatiga. Today, I will tell you a famous story. Snow White. A long time ago, there was a kingdom who lived a beautiful princess named Snow White. Her skin was white as freshly fallen snow. Her lips was red as roses, and her hair was black as ebony. Everyone who met her will smile and feel happy. But not everyone. Who is that? Yes, the Evil Queen. One day, the Evil Queen stood in front of her magical mirror and said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And then the mirror answered, "You are my queen, see, 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 see." The queen smiled, but one day the mirror answered differently. "You are fair, my queen, see, 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 see. But Snow White is the fairest of them all." The queen furious and said, "What? Snow White? No, I cannot accept this." And then the Evil Queen ordered a huntsman and said, "Find Snow White, take her to the deep forest, and kill her." But the huntsman is very kind. He won't hurting innocent people, and he whispered to Snow White, "Run, Snow White, run! The Evil Queen wants to harm you." And so Snow White ran into the deep forest, feeling scared, always looking back. The trees whispered, "Oh, a hoot," and strange shadows followed her. But at one moment, Snow White found a tiny little house and said, "Who is this house?" And then she knocked the door and said, "Somebody here." She entered the house and found 7 little beds, 7 little plates, and 7 little cups. She cleaned the house and cooking. After that, she fell asleep. After a few hours later, the dwarf came home, and they shocked because found someone already inside. And the dwarf said, "What? Who is sleeping in my bed?" Another dwarf said, "What? Who is using my plate?" After hearing that, Snow White wake up and tell them about her story if the Evil Queen wants to kill her. After hearing Snow White's story, the dwarf said, "You can stay with us, Snow White. You can cook, you can clean the house, you can do whatever you want. But one thing, never open the door for a stranger." Snow White agreed about the dwarf rules. In the other side, the queen furious because Snow White not dead. The queen twined by herself to kill Snow White. In the first try, the Evil Queen using a colorful laces to attract her. But The dwarf saved her. In the second try, the evil queen using a poison comb. Again, the dwarf saved her. In the last try, the evil queen using a poisonous red apple. A half is poison, and another half is poison. The evil queen eating not poison half, and gave Snow White a poison half. Without hesitation, Snow White took one bite, and she fell to the ground. After seeing Snow White fall, the evil queen left her, and the dwarf came home and found her already fell asleep. They tried anything to wake up her, but it failed. The dwarf gave up and put her in a glass coffin. And after that, a days become a weeks become months, and months become a year. Snow White still didn't woke up, but she's still beautiful. And one day, a prince came to a tiny little house and found her laying on the glass coffin. And the prince said, "Snow White, wake up, my dear." Snow White still didn't wake up. And then the prince kissed her. After the kiss, Snow White wake up, opened her eyes, smiled, and a prince showed with a joy, "Will you be my bride, Snow White?" And a Snow White answered, "Yes, my prince." And finally, Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after. And the evil queen, she disappeared forever. Ladies and gentlemen, that is story of Snow White. She is beautiful and kind. She cultivate jealousy and cruelty with her courage and kindness. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.